Hey there, everyone. Welcome back. This is some pretty serious news. It says, when, not if. WHO warns world is not ready for the next disease X outbreak. So they're actually stating that the next global pandemic could be even deadlier than COVID-19, warns the World Health Organization's top doctor. They're stating that the world is not prepared to deal with a future disease X that could wreak havoc around the world. Considering what happened with COVID and how it spread everywhere and everyone pretty much got it, it's safe to say that if there is a disease X that's deadlier than the coronavirus, then it's definitely going to be spreading around and it's going to be really bad, and we're definitely not prepared for it. So I find this quite serious because it says the WHO's top doctor has been at the helm since 2017, said society will pay dearly for failing to learn the lessons of past outbreaks. If we fail to learn those lessons, we will pay dearly next time, and there will be a next time. The cycle of panic and neglect is beginning to repeat, he said. Disease X is a term used by the WHO since 2018 to refer to the future infectious pathogens that could have the potential to spread across the globe. And we already know, COVID spread across the globe really rapidly, and there was nothing really anyone could do. I find this quite interesting here. He states that Disease X is attracting a lot of attention, but is not a new idea, he said. He listed viruses such as MERS, the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, Zika, and Ebola as examples of emerging diseases that could be this disease X that has the potential to spread across the globe. So he's stating that preparing for diseases similar to COVID-19, and added that the coronavirus should be considered the first disease X. Well, wouldn't the bubonic plague be the disease X? But I guess in our time, disease X would be the COVID-19 because it spread globally, and no other viruses or diseases have spread globally just as fast as bad as COVID-19. So they're really warning us that this new disease that could either be possibly created or evolved or through nature is going to happen eventually. It's just a matter of when. And he's claiming exactly 6 years ago, I said the world was not prepared for a pandemic and expressed my concern at the time that a pandemic could happen any time. Less than 2 years later, COVID-19 was discovered in China and the disease spread across the world. In the aftermath of COVID-19, millions of people are dead with social, economic, and political shocks that reverberate to this day. The painful lessons we learned are in danger of being forgotten as attention turns to many other crises confronting our world. Basically giving us a heads up that he stated this before, and then 2 years later coronavirus happened, and now he's stating again that this is definitely going to happen again in the future, and this time it could be way worse. So I came across this video on Twitter of Bill Gates, and I don't know if this is referring to disease X or not, but listen to this.
So we'll have to prepare for the next one. That, I'd say is will get attention this time.
It's like he already knows that there's going to be another pandemic, and this time it's definitely going to get the attention. COVID-19 definitely got the attention worldwide. It came, everyone was like really worried, and then it slowly died off and everyone was like, okay, we're over this. But that's the thing, is like when COVID happened in China, the fatality rate was super high, and then it started to mutate and change, and it did impact people all around the world. A lot of people died, but it eventually got to the point that it was like similar to almost like a common cold. Like the first time I got it, I felt like I was going to die. Second time I got it was just like a basic cold, and I do still have long-term side effects from getting COVID, like brain fog and sinus problems. But what if COVID had like an 80% fatality rate? Like what if the new pandemic is like 10 times worse than COVID? Then it's definitely going to get way more attention and people are going to be way more concerned. As you can see, Disease X is actually trending on Twitter. There's tons of posts. They're actually creating new vaccine facilities for Disease X. And this is the thing, it's like they preemptively already know this is going to happen, so they're preparing for it. And I just don't see why, since COVID till now, if COVID spread so bad, that there's so many different things they can put into place to stop prevention, stop COVID from spreading. So if there is a new disease or virus that's going to spread, why don't they have all these things in place so that they can actually stop it before it goes global? Sadly, just like COVID and this new disease X, there's going to be a lot of different conspiracies, false information, misinformation, and fake news about it. So you really got to pick through this stuff to find the actual facts about it all. So this is the thing too, is that there's like articles like this that are posted on Twitter saying a shocking disclosure on disease X predicted to cause panic as 150 million deaths are expected, and the WHO expected to force people to get vaccinations. So they're already trying to pre-warn everyone, trying to pre-instill the fear of what's going to happen. So like I said, they're already planning and preparing for the next virus to, hit the global market. And this is the thing, is that they're trying to figure out different ways to stop it by possibility of the interface where zoonotic viruses move from other animals into people. Already trying to create vaccines for this mysterious disease that's going to happen. But how can you create a vaccine for something that's not even around? And then in this article, like I stated earlier, that they're stating that there could be possibly mutations of diseases or viruses we already have. Like the priority disease include COVID-19, the Congo hemorrhagic fever, Ebola virus disease, the Marburg virus disease, Lassa fever, MERS, CoV, and severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS, Nipah, Heni paraviral diseases, Rift Valley fever, Zika, and disease X itself. So they're saying that all these diseases and viruses that are known could evolve or mutate, and then there could also be disease X, which could be an unknown virus to us that ends up infecting people. Then I just covered a video about the zombie deer virus. There's so many different things that could happen, and they're just trying to prevent this from happening, try to bring awareness, create, vaccines for this future disease, but I don't know how they can do that. If they don't even know what it is. I guess the only way they could do this is by stopping the spread of any other disease. But like even before COVID, there's so many different movies on viruses that spread and how they could stop or contain it. And when COVID happened, they didn't like really put anything into play until it was already too late. As soon as they find out that there's there's this virus in this country, they should shut down like everything for people coming in and out of that country to get like sick. If like there's a virus, let's say in Africa, and they know people are getting infected, it's spreading like crazy. Why don't they shut down travel from there out, like to leave? Like it just doesn't make any sense to me. There's also so many different like technological advances, like the UV lights and like different sanitation ways and different ways to test that they could actually prevent it, so like even spreading to begin with. So it just kind of blows my mind that we have all this stuff at our disposal pretty much, and we're not using any of it. And COVID really should have been an eye-opening thing, when COVID happened and how it spread everywhere and everyone got it, regardless if it was lethal or not. There was ways to prevent it, and nobody really, like, some people took it seriously, some people didn't. But like I said, there's tons of different things that we could have into place, and we're not using any of it. Like I was just saying, technology to our advances, like UV light kills viruses. Why isn't it everywhere? And they actually even state in this that UV light is an incredible, powerful disinfectant and has proven that it can obliterate viruses and bacteria, but yet we're not using it everywhere. Like there's just so many different things we can do, and we're not doing it. Even like COVID, it's almost like they indirectly wanted it to spread. So it's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's a matter of when it's going to happen. Is it going to happen in our lifetime again? Or is it possibly going to happen later on? But it sounds like they're already preparing for it, and I came across this and just thought I'd kind of give everyone a heads up. And if I come across any more information, I'll let you all know. I do check out like viruses on the news all the time, and there's always something new coming out almost every week. So it's just a matter of when. Like they're saying, like Alaska pox 6 days ago, people are getting infected with that, and then there's like other different ones that are happening all around the world. So it's just a matter of if they can contain it or not, and a matter of it spreading. But yeah, if you want me to keep doing videos on this type of stuff, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know your thoughts and opinions and comments about this disease X and what you think is going to happen or what's happening. I'm really curious to see how people feel about this. If this is just a matter of time, if this is already pre-planned, or it's just going to happen. Also, please like this video, share it with your friends and family, and click that subscribe button for more. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe. God bless you all. Take care, and peace out.